Hello everybody, good to see you. This is the Sandy stream. If that's what you expected to have, good. If not, maybe you clicked the wrong window, but you may stay and see if you like what you have here. This is the stream on Friday, meaning that today I'm going to dedicate my stream to practicing my show skills. And considering the state of my mind and my body, I decided to keep it really chill today, but at the same time I hope pretty entertaining for you. I'm going to draw all my shows today, but without the dedicated music. So basically I'm going to draw all the scenes, but just slowly, casually, while chatting with you. This way I will bring it back to my memory, all my shows, so I could refresh them, but at the same time I will not be too stressed, I guess. So yeah, today it's gonna be like a visual, non-stop Sandy visuals with from the shows which I previously done. But it looks like we got lots of new people here in the past couple months, and there is a chance that you guys haven't seen all the shows which I've done over the years. And yeah, I'm going to do just what I do. Just as I said, without the music which was specifically dedicated to the shows. I will start with the show 5. It's probably one of the most meditative shows I've done, and it's inspired by 5 elements, and it has kind of 5 chapters plus intro and outro. The chapters are air, water, fire, earth, and space. Even though space, of course, is not the element, but that's what I wanted to do anyway. And starts with 5 dots. Usually I set up those dots before I start. And that's how our story begins. So yeah, if you are watching the stream today in your if you have in the stream on the background, that's actually perfect. NCAP Gamer, hi. NCAP Gamer is like my ambassador on YouTube. Thanks to you we hit that 1K viewers. I was not really pushing it much, unfortunately. I forgot to spray the table. I'm going to do something what feels illegal. No, I don't want to do it. My dog is sleeping here. I don't want to do it. It's okay. I can manage. I'm professional, right? And I need one more tool. So some of the shows I draw simply with my hands, and some shows require some tools. For the show 5, I'm using 2 scrapers and one really weird looking brush. It says it's a shoe brush. I don't know how true is that. Okay, let's start. Did you get your light table moved? I'm still in Russia. I haven't moved yet. When is the move? The move is in the middle of April. I am going on a break in a week from now, and then we will have time for packing, then the move, then live stream move Sabaton. People can donate to leave boxes behind. Someone donated 20. Looks like I can take my winter jackets. And as 20 looks like pots and pans aren't coming either. To leave the boxes behind. That's actually quite a painful process. We are moving minimum of our current comfort because it's so expensive to move stuff, and right now I'm mostly packing my clothes, and I have a lot, and it's not because I'm shopaholic, no, it's mostly because like different weather conditions require different clothes. And I don't know, like I am struggling to understand like what I will need, what I will not need. So mostly what we move is my clothes, streaming equipment, chili. I really hope that I will move most of my clothes through the regular post service, and that I hope will let us to get some of Shadow's electric tools, because buying them would be that would be expensive. So yeah, I am not doing any sort of streaming event. I am not like forcing you to help. You helped us a lot during our Norway adventure, which was quite bizarre. And I don't know, I feel like this one we need to manage by ourselves. Of course, if you want to help, that would be wonderful. That means, yeah, I will probably send more of my stuff over. But yeah, some of the things I am packing just to boxes, just to stay here. I'm not packing it with me, I'm just packing it here for storage. And it's quite emotional. I don't know, just reminds me how much I wanted to settle already. And oh well, I'm trying to not to think about it. So this was intro of the show 5, and right now we are moving into the first chapter called the air. So now we are in the air. Let's go. The show was written for a different sort of scent, but I hope I will manage. Making sure that I'm using my left hand, even though my thumb still hurts. Hi, Double Dot. Welcome. During the show 5, in a variety of places, I will be using 5 different elements, like 5 different... Very often in my scenes, there will be the amount of things in the number of 5. I don't know how to explain that better. So for the viewers, it can be just a fun little game to figure out which of those 5 things are happening. Twitch, oh yeah, maybe. I don't know how correct they are. I wouldn't be too eager, because when they do the New Year how do you call it? New Year roundup. Yeah, when they do New Year roundup, usually it's very off. Yeah, okay, not very, but it has mistakes. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Double Dot, I know, you're a big supporter. It seems like you always make sure to at least put the stream on the background, so they would count you. You're drunk and this is interesting. Hi, Wombat. Having a good time, huh? Having a good time, having a good time. Am I drunk or the stream is lit? Do people still say lit? Or now everything is slain? Fictions, hi. Oh. My dog is extra cuddly today, extra attentive to me, like wants to be with me, wants to do stuff together. In the days like this, it's really hard to go start streaming because I feel like I just want to cuddle my dog all evening. I don't know why he has such mood. It's definitely not everyday thing. He's sensing the upcoming move. He certainly knows that something is up, because I keep packing things and he he participates. I'm wondering if it gives him stress that I am tearing the whole house apart, and he really wants to know what's going on. I really hope that it's not stressful for him and it's more like a fun activity for him, you know, sniffing all the boxes and stuff. But maybe it's actually stressful and he wants some comfort. So now, everybody, we are moving to the next part of the show, which is water. Smells and hearing, kind of wonder how dogs feel about the weather. I noticed that Chili is more sleepy when it's rainy days, just like us. Another possibility, he misses Shadow. He probably misses him, but I guess if it would be the case, I would see the symptoms of it earlier. It seems like he's bearing the living with me situation pretty well. I mean, we had quite a lot of adjustment at the beginning, but now it seems like he's pretty comfortable with me, just having me as his human. I'm not sure. And he cannot tell me. It's just my natural my natural feelings are in the days when he's cuddly like that. I really feel like I want to be cuddly too and just be lazy with him all day. Which I cannot always do. So yeah. Make sure you have your camera phone handy when he sees Shadow again in Germany. He will see Shadow in here first. Shadow will come home in the end of next week. For a week we'll be packing things and arranging some things for our departure. So yeah, they will meet each other here. And I'm not gonna be filming it, no. I'm sorry, friends. Oh, that feels too big. boy, excuse me. Hi, lovely guests, welcome. Yeah, that's our new routine. Well, new. I don't know, I cannot really call it new because we used to do it. How was it? How? Wait. Ah, here. Thank you for blessings, guys. It makes me want to refresh my geography. Yeah, go ahead. My knowledge in geography certainly got better over the past couple years. I don't know if it's for good. And now from here we are moving to the part 3, which is Earth, and I gotta tell you, that's my favorite part. We are starting with some spiky crystals. Why Christmas? Anna, Christmas? What? No, something's wrong. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I got here late. Is this a 4 elements in story? Yes. So what we're doing today, Bobcat, is I am just drawing slowly all the scenes from my past Sender shows today, just for the sake of practice and just to remind myself so I wouldn't completely forget. And right now I'm drawing the Elements story, which is called 5. And then we're going to draw, I don't know, maybe wool, maybe a Halloween one, why not? Spooky season is not that close, but maybe you guys already missed it. Yeah, actually I want to repeat Spooky Story. It's been almost 6 months since the last Spooky performance. Halloween is always in our heart. Especially for you, the one and only owner of the bad pumpkin. When I will start taking my Twitch money again, I might be promoting Beats cheering a little bit more, and maybe we'll have a company. Fall is my favorite time of the year, and I'm ready for it again. Already? You're not even excited for summer? Not even a little bit? I am excited for over of the muddy season. Whatever it is outside right now, it's just mud. And I am so tired. I'm pretty sure my washing machine is tired at this point. Discworld, yeah, kind of. That sort of thing. And you're done with summer. I can certainly feel like, yes, having the summer, especially with harsh temperature, it can be rather tiring. Oh no, I'm sorry, my left thumb hurts, so I cannot do this move from the left side that well. Hairbrush earlier? Oh, that's actually a shoe brush. It's a silicone shoe brush. I mean, hairbrush probably would work too, but what is good about this one, the bristles are soft, meaning that when I am gliding it over the glass, it doesn't make a scratchy noise and doesn't scratch the surface. So yeah, also for this show I have those scrapers. Those are from a hardware store, and they are used for plastering walls. I have a variety of those in different sizing. It's really nice for sharp edges or if I need to clean the table really quick. And that also has soft edging, so good for that. I can show you what else I have. A variety of stuff. So you can use different sorts of brushes. So this is also shoe brush with regular bristles. This is seasoning brush from the kitchen. This is legit art tool fan brush. Probably the only legit art tool which I have. This is sponge. It all creates just really fun spots and textures on the sand surface. And this is the straw. You know, straws are good. You can blow on sand and create like clouds. I have some stencils too. I will show them later in another show. And some other assortment of things. There is no one particular order, like what kind of things you must have if you want to draw with sand. And I believe every sand artist has different set of tools.
It's coarse, and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Probably one thing which I would recommend for everybody is some sort of thin stick. So I have this chopstick or kebab stick. This is for super thin lines because sometimes you want to move the sand really delicately, and if, let's say, you do not have fingernails, it can be quite frustrating. I'm not wearing long fingernails, I prefer it this way, so sometimes I need this. That's probably the only tool which I would recommend for everybody. For the rest of the things, you can just use whatever you like. Yeah, Kelvin, hi! Getting ready to move, yeah, fingers crossed. Please cross all your fingers for us, because, you know, sometimes things are changing so fast in this world. So I hope I will move in the middle of April. I really don't want to jinx, but I really hope that we will move. Where to? To Germany. Okay. Here's the proof that you crossed your fingers. Okay, I believe you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you guessed it, 5. Germany is cool. I hope so. We will see. I know very little about Germany. Another thing is, when I'm trying to look up something about Germany, it looks like most of the things, no, in terms of, don't know, culture, stereotypes, the most famous things about Germany, they somehow all related to Bavaria, and Bavaria is not the whole Germany, you know. Of course, now I'm limited because I can only search in Russian and English, and maybe that's exactly the case where making the search in German would actually help. Bavaria is a Texas of Germany. I don't know about that. Bavarian culture is what people in the US probably mostly know. Yeah, and now when I think about it, when there is like a German food restaurant here in St. Petersburg, it's usually something about Bavaria. So yeah. Your friend moved to Vienna. Very hard to find people she would feel comfortable with. And most Russian expats begin fights between each other. Oh, really? That's really weird. I see. I don't know if I will have that feeling of loneliness. We already moved a lot in our life, and basically when we moved from my hometown, I couldn't save that many connections. So for me, the situation when it's just me and Shadow, it's not a new one. And the situation when people I care for, they are somewhere in WhatsApp or Telegram or some like in internet, that's also, I don't know, it's already the norm. Unfortunately, the things are like, as soon as I got some friends in Vladivostok, we moved. As soon as I got friends here locally, it took me 9 years, but it's totally my fault. We're moving again, so I didn't really get to experience a lot of human connection and friendship in real life that much. So I don't know how, it's really hard to predict how I will feel. But yeah, I'm sorry for your friend though that she feels this way. She thinks it's weird too that all moved out on their country and met there, collaborate, yeah, like why? I thought that's exactly the situation where people would be the most prone to cozying up together. Hi, Screaming Possum. Been looking into going to Germany possibly too. One of the few countries that will give asylum to disabled people. Oh, interesting. I am trying to find a job that would allow me to relocate. Preferably Netherlands. Netherlands is your preference. Interesting. No dice so far. Your skill set is too specific. Keep looking. Keep looking. Yeah, why not? You never know when opportunities come. Just good luck. Plus, you already have good English, so your chances are high. Is it raining again? Yeah, it's raining again. Oh no. Oh no. Dirty dog, dirty dog. That's what I am gonna get. It dried out a little bit today, and yeah, that's gonna be dirty again. I want to work for myself, so I can work from anywhere. Plus doing something easy. Well, easy is very relative. But yeah, working on yourself is like a double-edged sword, of course, because then you do not have the deadlines, you do not have people kind of pushing you to do stuff. It's really easy to procrastinate, and also it's equally easy to overwork yourself, because I find it really tricky to create proper healthy boundaries. Right now I think I'm doing better, but yeah, it used to be kind of tricky. But yeah, Kat, I hope you will find a way to make your dream come true. Runaway seems to be a popular international movement when people start to fight. People are moving to different countries for many different reasons. I wouldn't generalize. I do feel like in the modern world it's a little bit easier to move. So if people are picking up those opportunities, I can understand that. And I also can tell you that having an opportunity to live in a different country, it's definitely giving you a different perspective. And in a way, it makes you more humane. It makes you to be able to be more acceptive, to be more basically it gives you opportunity to understand different points of view easier. That's what I'm trying to say. Culturally aligned with Netherlands. Relaxed work-life balance, biking, infrastructure, smart city planning. At least I heard so. I see. But I moved away from Netherlands 20 years ago. Best decisions of my life. That's what I'm saying, guys. If you I know that Reddit is not the best place in the world. However, I do enjoy Reddits about different countries. Let's say Ask Germany, Ask Russian, Norwegian subreddit is really wholesome. I really like it. I think there was Ask UK and stuff. And the most popular question there is usually something like, hey, I'm going to move to your country, so what should I know? Blah, blah, blah. And I swear there are always people in the comments saying something like, don't do it. It's stupid. This country is going to hell. And some people who are like, I moved from that 20 years ago. That was the best decision of my life. The truth is that we all have different expectations and different views on our happiness. I don't know. You haven't mentioned Africa. I must admit I do not know much about Africa. I'm ignorant. I just accept it. I mean, yeah. I would probably never start researching Africa because as a continent which is mostly having hot climate, it's not an option for me, unfortunately. I'm sure there are many nice places there, and it just, you cannot know everything. I don't know what this subreddit, Kelvin. I don't like it. I love it. I wouldn't mind living and working in Switzerland. Just anyone would want me there. Good luck. I think a lot of time we want to get away from where we grew up. I live about 15 miles or so from where I grew up and wanted to live for a long time. It's like, so what I'm trying to say, it's not about running away, it's about experiencing different different lives, and not everybody wants that. For instance, I know at least 3 people who were talking about, when they were talking about my hometown, they would say that they would never leave. They just love it here. They don't understand people who travel all the time. They're just happy here. It's okay. As I said, if you want to live the whole life in the village where you were born, maybe saving its traditions, maybe I don't know, working for this community, for saving what you have, and it makes you feel happy and content, do it. If you want to experience different cultures, if you want to travel a lot, if you want to never get settled and you have the opportunity to do that, do it. Just do what makes you happy, and try not to judge people who choose different paths than you. A lot of time, family kind of made me decide to stay. Plus buying a house, yeah, I know family can be a big thing. But yeah, you still have time. Some people start traveling later in their lives, it's alright. Still not much difference. Oh well, interesting. When I moved to Khabarovsk to Vladivostok, it was big difference for me. I really felt like it's a big shift in the mentality, you know? So I was like, wow, people are different here. But maybe it's just because I was younger and the more... how do I say it? I don't know this word in English. Like when you pick up emotions really quickly from the things. Khabarovsk and Vladivostok are massively different. I know, right? Yeah. I never left the US until my 30s. Then went to Europe 4 times after that and haven't been back since COVID, but I would like to. I hope you will. Hope we will not get another COVID or something. And you will have a chance to go. Younger works. I feel I still have a lot to learn about the world. Now we are moving to fire. I forgot to mention it. We actually moved already. Moving in my Sender show, I mean. You get it. You get it. Fire! In about 1 month, I will be 30 years old. It's not that bad. If somebody is saying that it's scary, it's not. I've been there. Don't expect any massive changes. Yeah, I don't think it's It's the time of massive changes. I remember in my early 20s, turning 30 seemed impossibly ancient. And now it seems super young. Time is weird. I didn't feel like 30 is ancient, but it definitely felt like, oh, that's an adulthood. Like a full blast adulthood. And now I feel like it's not like that in the world. Milestone, that's for sure, yeah. When do you get a wisdom teeth? Me? I think I already have all 4 of them. Yep, all 4 of them. Maybe it's too much information about me. And then they made my teeth crooked and I hate them, but at least they do not hurt. Good enough. You have wisdom hair. Good, good. It's good, Bobcat. Those wisdom teeth, they are weird. They need special attention. Very often they hurt. It's really scary to pull them out. I was advised to pull them out and I'm so afraid to do it, so I don't do it. They mess with things. They do. They absolutely do. You keep them? Okay. You do you. Yeah, they're not fun to remove. That's I'm so scared. I don't want to do it. When one of them got cavity, and my dentist was like, "So maybe you want to pull it off?" I'm like, "No, can we just fix it?" And she was like, "Okay." She did not enjoy it. I really don't like annoying people, but that was the case when my fear of a wisdom teeth being removed and my fear of annoying people, they had a strong fight. They're so beautiful, ugly, I couldn't get rid of them. Okay, interesting. Kind of fun fact about you. I got an X-ray where they wanted to see how the roots are located in there. And turns out my tooth sits like this. And my roots for them, they are like this. 90 degrees. Colin, hi, welcome. Good to see you. You have an amazing art community in Montreal. Oh, wonderful. I think I used to watch a YouTuber from Montreal. I didn't mean to dig into this topic too much. It's okay, we're already there. It's alright. I'm wondering how good is Canada in supporting arts. Feels like it's pretty good. On the subject of health and moving abroad, it might be a good idea to have your medical files translated into German or English so your new doctors can actually read your health history. I do not have much of a health history. If I would have some sort of chronic disease, which I am currently working on, or like I need special attention all the time, I would certainly do that. That's a valid thing. Yeah, I do not really have history right now. Like I have some strange health things. I'm not going to get into it, but the doctors couldn't really figure out what is it. So it's I would start all over again if I would try to work it out with German doctors. So the only medical thing which I do want to do before I leave is going to dentist and checking out again if everything is fine, do professional cleaning and something like that. I actually need to schedule my appointment for the next week. But yeah, certainly if you have some sort of medication which you're taking regularly, I heard that you need to make sure that you have recipe translated. Also, if you're like crossing the border and you have some heavy medical stuff with you, like antidepressants and stuff, you need to have the proof translated that you actually need that stuff. So it is a good thing to mention. It would be better to get diagnosed with no previous medical history. Diagnostic method and treatment is probably different enough. So far I see mixed feelings about medicine in Germany, so I don't know what would be better. I know that for now I am not really ready to get into it again. I still have all those symptoms and stuff, but every time when I bring them up and they do a bunch of tests, and then in the end they're like, oh well. One step at a time, yeah. So maybe at some point I will be comfortable enough and I will be like, hey, I have some spare time and spare money. How about I will try and figure out this nasty thing again. Government contribution to the arts here are not great. People may think we're more active in the art support programs, but the truth is, there are a lot of room for improvements. I see. Alright everybody, now the fire is done and we go to space. And usually at this time of the show I'm changing the color. The lightbox. Be aware, schedule some maintenance time for your body before your body schedules some maintenance time for you. I mean, I know, yeah, I know. Oh well. it just, you know, it's a bit frustrating when you're like, yeah, okay, this time I will get to the bottom of it, I'm ready, and you go to good expensive specialists and they run you through tests, and then they're like sitting and they're giving you a longer lecture, and as a result of this lecture, like, I don't know what's up with you, and like, whatever. It's just frustrating. No, at least I do not get that when I was younger, I used to have more of the doctors saying something like, oh, you're just nervous, just calm down and everything will be alright. Now I was fortunate when last time I had some questions to doctors. They were more, it looks like they're actually trying to help. And not just, it's all in your head. Doctors are so strangely hit or miss, yeah. And that doesn't depend on, like, do you go for free in free clinic or you pay a lot of money. That all depends on the person you see in front of you. And yeah. And even that person helps successfully to your friend, it doesn't mean that they will be also good to you too. Oh, my teeth are so bright with this sort of light. How much they listen or believe their patients, yeah. No, on my, I feel like it got better. And it was absolutely terrible when I was younger. Yeah, stupid mental health walk. Wonderful. See you. That's a mood. Oh, Eclipse, yeah. Guys, who's going to watch in real time? Yeah, I know the jokes about stupid mental health walk. I love them. That's why I'm laughing and I'm so supportive. And the space is done, and we have outro for this show, which is every time I do it, it's a bit different. I really need to take some time one day and make it work. I think I started with this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Yeah, or something like this. Water, the space. And then the air. Then the earth. What was about the earth? I think I was drawing trees or something. The most likely I was drawing trees. And then we have the fire. Kind of wonder, in the history, who was the first person to draw bubbles coming from fish mouth? I don't know. It's like one of those things. Actually, they do it, double dot. They actually do it. But it's not like that. They take some air from the surface, and then when they go down to the water, they like let it go. I think it's at least I have seen how guramis are doing it, but guramis are one of those fishes who have mixed breathing. They naturally live in pretty muddy waters with a lack of oxygen in a tropical climate. So they have the how do you call it? The gills? Some fish can do it, but rarely ever do. I don't know, it's not strange to me. I have seen fishes doing it, so not too bad. So in the final of the show, it goes like this. That was a show 5, which I drew slowly. Now let's try and draw my Halloween show. For people who joined us a few minutes ago, today I am going through the scenes of my old standard shows, just for the sake of practice, and also because I want to recall them, kind of, because some of them I do not draw for many months, and then I almost forget them. Life just recycles stuff. Life is pretty efficient in recycling things, yes. I don't remember if I need any tools for Halloween show. I think I don't, but I'm not too sure. Why do you say TH instead of T? In which word? The easy answer is my pronunciation isn't perfect because I'm not native speaker. So sometimes some of the sounds can just come out even not in the way I expect them. And if you want to be more forgiving to myself, try right now to do the sound "oo." And I think it will not be that easy to you. So, Halloween show. Oh, I remember how it starts. Your English is better than my Russian. That's my favorite phrase ever. It literally saved me so much nerves, because that's how I was cheering myself up in my first years of streaming. And when I was like, oh, I'm talking like I'm dumb. And then somebody in chat would say something like, hey, your English is better than my Russian. And I'm like, yes, stop. That's exactly what I need to be thinking about. I like Icelandic volcanoes, not sure on the pronunciation. Icelandic volcanoes. Icelandic is fun. Not gonna lie. Can you strange? I'm not sure if I understand the question, Ran. I'm sorry. I would even go one step further. Your English is better than several English people I know. Okay. That's inspiring. Very soon I'm going to have mental breakdowns on my German. My brain doesn't want to anyway, in German it seems like they really like to throw a few roots of different words together for creating a new word, and the word looks like a 1 mile long, and instead of trying to read it, my brain is like and then, done. I read it. No, you didn't read it. No, it says no, you didn't read it. Like, it doesn't want to break it down in pieces. I don't understand. It seems like chat is a bit cold here on YouTube. I just started streaming on YouTube, so we do not have many people joining us. And yeah, it's a bit of a strange experience, I understand. So I don't know how I'm going to overcome it with German, but I think it will help that I will be actually in the country while I'm studying it, so I will have a lot of stress over the fact that I cannot read something on the packaging, and when I cannot talk to the cashier and cashier is asking me something. I believe it's one of those things which can really make your progress faster just because you need to. Going to ask if you resolved the issue with your husband and immigration. We are moving to Germany next month, so it was not much of an issue. I just couldn't get my visa, and now I finally got it. So long words are easier once you recognize the root words. Yeah, I know, Bobcat. It's just that's funny how brain is lazy. Brain wants things to be effective, and it's like, yeah, we have no time for that. It's just some sort of some sort of a joke. It's not like. Just keep everything and move on. How I was drawing it? Just like that? Probably. Maybe. Good, good. And then what? Not trying to be cool, your English is perfect. It's that Russian and Germans tend to extend R multiple times in the word. Russian and German R is very different though. German R is created on the back of the tongue, and Russian R is a frontal sound, which is R. So it's closer to Spanish. I think it was a 1, 2, 3, and then tin, 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 tin. Grew up with neighbors from Germany. I've always wanted to go see the museums, castles. The biggest heavy metal festival in the world is in back in Germany. So bad I'm not into heavy metal. Also, I hear that in Germany there are many different sorts of pronunciations depending on the land. And yeah, that's gonna be interesting, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Interesting. The previous show, when I'm drawing without music, I do not really care, but I really feel like for Halloween show there is a lack of all those sounds and like and the music is so intense and all those oh in the background. It's missing something. And how the clock was doing boom, boom, boom. Oh my god. Needs practice for sure, but it's alright. Dun, dun. I don't like how those eyes are. Always listen to music when walking on a piece, but in the last few years I've been listening to oh yeah, I really like documentaries as background stuff when I'm working on something. And actually in the past couple months I noticed that I do more and more things without anything on the background. I used to be a person who always needs something to keep me going, especially if I'm doing chores. And something changed. I noticed when I had those days off on Tuesday and Wednesday, I was packing things, I was cleaning up and stuff, and I noticed that I forgot to turn on something for the background, and I feel perfectly fine. I'm wondering what changed. I do not know exactly what have changed. David, hi, how's your day? How's your Friday? Welcome, welcome, David. Just started, nothing bad happened yet. That's how I that's how I evaluate my day. Nothing bad happened yet. Doing great. I feel like my lightbox is way too bright for this story. Yeah, something is clashing, I thought. Got better sleep when the YouTube sound runs out. It is comforting sometimes to have something on the background when you're falling asleep. For some reason, that's the time when I think even, let's say, if you live alone and you're perfectly adjusted to it, before going to sleep, it seems like it's more noticeable that you're alone, if that makes sense. Noise machine, like a fan sound. I hear that it helps to some people, yeah. No, to me it seems like perfect quietness is the best thing. So earplugs all the way. I can watch something before sleep, but then I need earplugs and just nothing on the background. The more quiet, the better. Oh, that reminds me that I need to clip Chili's nails. I was going to do it today. I know, that's weird, but... Perfect quiet is great, but I hear outside noises in the morning before. Ah, I see, so it blocks this for you, I see. Yeah, that's annoying. And even though you live in the house, you're still struggling with the noise from other people's lives. That's terrible. Okay, maybe not terrible, but not ideal. Near city suburbs, so lots of people around and driving noises. I see, I see. What about the other people's lives? It just, we lived so packed in one little square of land. It's really hard to get perfectly quiet time. Colin, what I'm drawing right now, it's part of my live shows. So the transitions and the things, the moving pictures, that's actually the point. That's why I am not taking pictures. Those are not separated artworks I'm doing, but it's a part of the story. So yeah. That's why I am so not caring about saving those things. So yeah, it's more like a fluid form of art. Yes, I like this word, fluid. Today I'm drawing those pictures without the music which is supposed to get, which is supposed to be played with those pictures. I'm just going through the images one by one. I don't remember how I was drawing this. Maybe something like this. Do you feel like you're learning, Colin? Well, I suppose we are learning from different artists, yeah. Even if they're not teaching us, but simply by watching somebody else's thought process, you can learn a lot, and you can improve your workflow, ideally. Not always happens like that, of course. Or sometimes it's also like, hey, I would never do it this way, but good for you. If it works for you, great, why not? Oh, actually, that's something like that, yeah. That's how we grow, yeah. True. I do believe in collaboration in art. I think it's the most effective thing and the most humane. I really don't like that in my country. In the creative professions, very early in life, they put you in the situations of competitions Competitions, competitions, competitions. I don't like it. I don't think it's effective. It creates a lot of bitterness from early age. And it's great for you if competitiveness brings up the best out of you. However, it's not always the case. Is there a specific kind of sand you use? Mostly I use a white quartz sand with size of grains from 1/10 to 3/10 millimeter. The fine sand is kind of the best if you want to create detailed pictures, although it doesn't mean that you cannot use the sand which is bigger. Just depends on the style you want to achieve. So this sand is kind of special because it's clean. And it's sifted the way the size of grains is consistent. But you can prepare the sand yourself if you just want to grab some sand from wild nature and start working with it. Sort of understand that. I wish I still had the same... had some emote that I let go. You mean Twitch emote, or you mean emotions which you let go? This stuff, this stuff is good. When I go to grocery store, when we come to the stand with eggs, Chili waves his tail. I swear he does. He's always going a little bit ahead of me, just a little bit, and he stops there immediately and looks at me and waves his tail. He's like, I know you want this, so go ahead. He doesn't react this way to the stand with sweets, let's say. He just knows stuff. Different size of granules would be a factor. Yes, different size of grains affects how the light goes through. Also, with the thicker sand, it's harder to create thin lines or detailed shading. And in general, it's harder to control bigger sand grains because they are like jumping around. You can take chili into the grocery store. Oh, Bobcat, I love it. Yes, I can. We have a certain chain of grocery stores. It's actually a chain of grocery stores and kind of cosmetics, detergent, take care of the home stores, kind of. So yeah, it's wonderful. Every time when I go there, I'm so grateful that they decided to allow dogs. Of course, the dog should be on a leash, but yeah, and of course I am trying to go there at the time when it's not like peak activity time, when people are coming from the offices, you know. I usually go there somewhere around lunch. It's not because usually people react very friendly to the dog there. It's just when there are many people there and Chili is big, I feel like it's uncomfortable for him to like dodge all the people there, and you know. So I try to go there when it's not busy hours. They recently installed the self-checkout stands, and it got even more comfortable for me now to go there with Chili because we don't have to stand in the line with other people. Because Chili just can. Chili is curious. What you got? Oh, show me your cheese. It looks nice, you know. Again, most of the people, they react very well to that, but I do know that somebody's dog can be annoying. So staying on the line, it was usually like, Chili, Chili, stop, Chili, no, just wait. And now when we have that self-checkout area, it's really nice. It creates like a little corner where I can ask Chili to sit, and then he sits between this self-checkout machine and me. And this way he's, no, that's basically, if my lightbox, it's a self-checkout machine, he sits somewhere here, and this way he's not on the way of other people and he's not checking other people's stuff. I love it so much. That just means that in the middle of the day I can combine a few chores. I can go to groceries, I can go pick up my things from the pickup point, and have a turn with Chili so he could do his business, and it seems like he enjoys it too. What part of Russia are you in? I am in St. Petersburg, and St. Petersburg is a very artistic place. We have a couple of art stores which are big chain stores, and also there are plenty of art stores which are just like smaller businesses. Meeting time! David, good night, good luck! Good luck with the meeting. So, art supply stores which you can check out online, I guess, is Leonardo. And or also there is an art chain store called Art Kvartal. Art Kvartal. So yeah, you can check out those if you're curious. But yeah, in general, St. Petersburg has a big history of arts and crafts, and it's a center for creative people from all over Russia, and used to be from all over the world, I guess. Oh, I forgot one transition. No, okay, whatever. Too late. It's too late, apologize. Too late. Michael's Art Supply. Yeah, I watch a lot of crafting content from US, so I know about Michael's. I know about Hobby Lobby. Oh, there was another one, I think, which I'm aware of. Leonardo looks pretty much like Hobby Lobby. Leonardo is my happy place. I like going there even though I'm not going to buy anything. I just love being there. Joanne's, yes, Joanne's, true. So usually in the end of the show I write here Happy Halloween, but it's not Halloween, so Happy Friday, I guess. Happy Friday. Don't do much craft things, but I've been in Michael's a few times. Tons of stuff in there, yeah. I don't know how exciting craft stores are for people who are not crafty, but maybe it can be some sort of entertainment. So Halloween show is done. What we can do next? Oh, thanks, love cat. We can do wool, why not? We can do wool. Wool, 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 wool. We started talking about crafty things, so Oh, for this I certainly need some anti-static. Don't destroy the masterpiece. I don't know. I don't know how Da Vinci was seeing those things. In my experience, artists are very often quite cynical. So they're not like... I don't know. For some reasons I think that Da Vinci wouldn't be crying. So for the wool, what do I need? I need this brush and the scraper. Which scraper I was using? Oh, maybe this one. Yeah, probably. Okay. Yes, the static electricity. Oh, can I sit for 5 minutes? I feel like my feet are getting tired. The static electricity is a thing, and anti-static spray, it's one of the things you need to have from the very beginning. It was actually funny. I was browsing some light boxes just to see how affordable it would be to get it, and there was a really bad review for a light box. The light box though had a plastic glass, but whatever. The person was saying that, hey, that's a really bad one. Don't buy this light box. It's so sticky. You cannot spread the scent evenly on it because the scent just sticks to the thing. And the answer of manufacturer was like, I'm sorry you are so upset, but you just need to spray it with a light box. Or spray it with anti-static spray. And yeah, that's probably something what people were not aware. And probably it should be something in the description that you wouldn't need it. When I was in Norway last year, I couldn't find anti-static anywhere. The only place where we could find that was some sort of fancy furniture store, and it was like super expensive. I ended up having it from Amazon, and it was also expensive because the delivery stuff to Norway was expensive. It was $30 in the end for anti-static spray. It's crazy. And it was super surprising to me because here in Russia, anti-static spray is everywhere. Like pretty much where you have, in the shelf where you have detergents, stain removers, conditioners for your clothes. In there you have anti-static spray because people use it for synthetic clothes, so they wouldn't be sticky and producing electricity. Coris, hi, welcome. Hope you're well. I was so surprised that I couldn't find it in Norway. Like, how do people live without it? Like, even if I wouldn't draw with scent, I still would have a can of anti-static in my drawer somewhere because I need it for my clothes. Because most of the clothes these days has a certain amount of synthetic fibers, so it will be producing static electricity. I really hope that Germany has anti-static sprays available everywhere. And I have never heard of anti-static spray until you used it. It's so weird. How do you live, guys? So you just go like, okay, you probably do not wear a skirt, Bobcat, but what would you do? The main issue is that if you're a woman, or well, if you're a person who is wearing a pantyhose and a skirt, and the skirt has synthetic fibers in it, because the pantyhose and the fabric of the skirt is moving against each other, it creates static electricity immediately, and the skirt starts sticking to your legs, and it's super uncomfortable. So anti-static spray it is. My clothes are never static except maybe out of the clothes dryers. Sheets get staticky while extracting from the blanket. You don't wear skirts? Yeah, so I figured. I figured, so I decided to explain. But also, I don't know. Anti-static is like a base on the canvas. Yeah, you can see it this way. Yeah. here in the States, in the aisle where you find laundry items, you will find the anti-static spray. That's great. That's great. Do we have viewers from Germany currently? Do you guys know about the anti-static situation in your country? I am concerned. I don't want to buy anti-static spray for 30 bucks from Amazon. Thanks for that tip. I forgot about static cling. You're very welcome. Very often they also smell kind of nice. So, but yeah, that works. That works. I also used to dance, and for dancing costumes, they use plasticky fabrics a lot because they look good as they're floaty, but you do need anti-static spray so they wouldn't stick to your legs. So yeah, friends, if you are from Germany, please let me know if you can easily buy anti-static spray in like grocery stores or whatever. I am concerned. I don't want to bring 5 cans of anti-static from Russia. I'm not going to. No, no, no. No, no, no. It's a little bit of a downside of drawing with sand too, because anti-static sprays sometimes they have very strong smell. So the nose gets itchy and the whole room smells like anti-static if I'm practicing. Standard shows a lot. German Amazon sells it. I hope it's not like 15 bucks for delivery like it was in Norway. But yeah. So what I wanted to say, over the years I have learned which are my favorite of anti-static spray brands. And now unfortunately this brand is not available in Russia anymore. But yeah, I was using the one with very slight smell. Also it was a little bit more watery, so after every application I would have to stay and wait for like 3 minutes so it would evaporate. The ones which are coming with metal cans, they evaporate really quickly, so... Hairy dude and never looked. Oh well. Also, you know why the anti-static spray can be nice even if you're not wearing skirts? Sometimes those sprays are good for your monitors. And monitors and computers, if you spray it, it doesn't attract the dust that quickly. So it can increase the time between dustings. You can try it. It works. One of the brands of anti-static spray which I was using for a while, it was actually anti-static recommended for furniture and TV screens and stuff. So you wouldn't have them dusty all the time. Yep. And now I'm kind of wondering how anti-static spray word looks in German. Maybe it's also incredibly long and funny. So yeah, for starting sand art you need a lightbox or any surface, preferably glass surface, sand and anti-static spray. That's minimum. Alright, I will continue. We now are going to draw slowly the scenes from the show Wool. Show Wool is a collaboration between me and a musician, really talented musician, Jonathan Ong, who is also streaming on Twitch. Today you will not hear the music, but this visual storyline was very much inspired by the music. So I hope one day I will draw another mini show for his music, a music piece called Laika, when it will be possible for me to buy it on Bandcamp. Elektrostatisch might be the word for static electricity, if that helps. Okay. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. No, I actually like when it's just looking at us. So like that. German website that sells anti-static spray for $5.95. Fantastic. That's my price. Now we're talking. Statische. I feel like I sound Czech. Statische. Elektricitat. Static electricity. Oh, also I need to remember that in German you are writing. Oi, I forgot. I already forget in English words. Never mind, I forgot everything. Travis Jenkins, hi. I'm sorry, guys. Electricitate. Okay. Electricita or puff cat. I will get better in German. One day. One day, one day, one day, one day. Hi Jaro, welcome. One day I will be good. One day, one day, one day. I have a whiny mood today. Like I wanna whine how I'm not gonna get good. Why I have to do this? Whisper Yuling, thank you so much, Double. I will check it out later. Just trying to show emphasis. Okay. No, I know it's not. You're a sweetheart, Bobcat. I know that. It's not like I thought you were doing anything bad. I went to my local art supply store recently to get some pastels. The rack for canvas was almost empty. Apparently this is happening in other supply stores through Canada. So they do not have enough of canvases? Why? What's going on? Is it shortage? I'm actually thinking that maybe I will go live from my alternative account from time to time for learning German live, just for you know, the stream kind of gives a certain discipline that I already set a certain amount of time for this particular activity. I already hit the button to start, so I'm just here, should be sitting and practicing. But yeah, that's gonna be on alternative account, as the only thing which kind of stops me is that I know that there will be Deutsch experiment. No. I know that there will be some times when I will be like, I hate this language! I hate this language! Even though I do not mean it. It's just, you know, those feelings of frustration. But maybe we can have a hate count. How often Anna says I hate this language. I used to hate English too, so it's alright. It's just a stage. Complain, yeah. There is a boom for... interesting. Maybe some sort of viral TikTok. And young youngsters are trying some art hacks, whatever. Uh-oh, I forgot how I was doing it. Check. No, that's like way too much of a slope. No, I actually forgot. Wait a second. Check. I remember that it was a little bit counterintuitive. Yeah, because the lips are going forward. Yeah. I forgot how to draw alpaca. Haha. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Without regular practice, it all goes away so quickly. It's so annoying. And what's up with the ears? The ears are not looking like that. Oh man. Never mind. We need to try again. Let me open my mood board for the show. I'm sure there were some alpacas there. Bum bum bum. Dun 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 dun. Sheep. Where's alpaca? Mm-hmm. Idea for piece. About Dune, the sandworm. Yeah, right. True. Yeah, that was something like that. And then I would add the notes somehow. The eye seems like out of place. Now it's better. But that's not how I used to draw it in the show, that's for sure. Oi, excuse me. I sneezed my brain away. Or it seems like that. Thanks for blessings. The show needs a little bit of revisiting. Which technically I'm doing right now. But also, I'm learning that this show I shouldn't abandon for too long, because it's kind of a hard one, and if I do not practice it regularly, it just goes away. I'm short and high. No, like why? No, that should be a slope. Yeah. And the cloud should be bigger. Yeah, I started to draw anime eyes for some reasons. Plus, totally wrong placement. Ah, no! This is what happens, kids, when you are not practicing your craft. Yeah, that will do. Dear friends who support me on Boosty, thing number one I want to tell you, the most likely when I will be in Germany, I will be moving my additional content from Boosty to Patreon or Ko-fi. So if you support me on Boosty, please get 1 month at a time, not multiple months subscription. And then another thing is that Boosty had troubles with PayPal and they still didn't resolve it. And I do not really, like, I know that it happened not because Boosty did something wrong, but because there was some sort of maintenance on PayPal side and it went wrong, and not only Boosty was affected but also other websites. And what is weird for me now is that they fixed the issue on another service they have, and they cannot fix it on Boosty. And instead of fixing it on Boosty, they are like luring people on that new platform where PayPal is working. Anyway, I don't like it. I don't like that whole thing, and unfortunately, it hurt many content creators which were relied on Boosty. In the group chat which we have, a few of them already reported that they had to get a real job because their clients, they just got tired from all those complications with payments. Shadows Off, thank you so much. PayPal can be a pretty opaque company. Yes, I mean, PayPal is sketchy a little bit. Thanks God that PayPal exists, but they have some stuff to improve. So what I'm trying to say is that I am not going to move you to another strange platform. And if you used to support me on Boosty, but when PayPal left, you decided not to use your card on Boosty, I totally understand that. Don't renew anything there, because as I said, the most likely this under paywall content will be soon on other platforms. I mean, I don't know how soon, because I will have to go through all that bureaucracy and tax stuff in Germany, but let's say within this year it should be done. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I remember somebody asked me in the, like, they want me to do an updates about PayPal on Boosty. There is no site that it's gonna be fixed soon, and this whole situation that they are promoting another platform now is like, yeah, if your client doesn't want to pay on Boosty, you can just ask them to make another account on yet another platform. It's just I don't know, it doesn't look nice to me. I'm not gonna do it. And yeah, let's just wait now. My main message is don't get multiple months of subscriptions on Boosty if you want to continue your support there, because I don't know where it's all going. You probably can tell that I'm tired at this point. Just my heart goes on towards all the artists who are just trying to survive in all those circumstances. Just somebody today from that chat said that when somebody said that, oh, and now you have to like transition to the life without art as your profession, and the person is like, oh no, that's fine, there's plenty of art, I'm making hearts on lattes. And I'm like, oh my god, why? Why life is this way? That yesterday you were drawing commissions for people all over the globe. And today you're making hearts and lattes, and it's like... There is nothing wrong about this profession, it's like about transition, you know? The transition is crazy. What awesome part of Germany will you be moving to? Saxony? Leipzig? Once you get a German bank account, you can link Twitch again and you finally get your money. Not that easy. I also need to figure out the tax situation. Maybe it will not be that hard because maybe it's not that scary as I think. But yeah. Taxes. Cat Dad, hello. Taxes. Da 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 dun 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 dun. It really feels like my childhood is over. Like until now it was all childhood and now it's over because I need to move to another country and figure out that country's taxes. Should not be taxed from the past. Yes, it is. Yes, the future earnings will be taxed, and the ones which I already acquired before I moved, they most likely will not be taxed. But still, and I don't know. That's how you know you're adult. When you need to read and listen to some information about taxes on the language you do not really speak. That's funny. Tax laws should be universal. If you want to move to another country, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, they're not universal, that's for sure. Every country made their own decisions on that. And they made sure it's complicated. Maybe you can get an accountant. It looks like you can have a consultation in the tax department. Like in the department where you get your tax number and stuff. They can guide you somehow. Plus, I don't know, it will be probably hard to get rid of this mentality, which we both acquired, me and Shadow. If you want to do something done, and you want it to be done well, you need to do it by yourself. And like, you cannot rely on others even when they call themselves specialists. Unfortunately, that's how the life taught us. Literally every single time when we're like, oh, maybe we will just ask professionals to do it for us. Those professionals are only good at taking money from you and doing nothing. So, I don't know. So we will try to figure it out through some qualified sources, and that will be nice if it will be just directly linked to government services, not some sort of private accounting firms. Slavic things, my grandfather had that mindset and my mother is much different. Interesting. Yeah, maybe it has something to do with our lifestyle and our upbringing. Your mother is not much different. But it's like, I would love to be not like that, but it's just life keeps proving me that if you want something to be done correctly, you just need to dig out all the information yourself. I would like to just, like, I don't know, pay some money to people who know stuff and for them to do stuff. This time the eyes were actually alright. I think last time I decided that I want to do it smaller. Be right back, okay, Bobcat? That was not good. Okay, part 3. See you, Colin. Thank you so much for chatting. Thanks a lot. Are you live on YouTube? Yep. That's why sometimes I'm talking to the names which you do not see on Twitch. Hi YouTubers! Twitch says hello. Samson leading him scarf, yeah! That's exactly the story. Ooh, that was very bad. Left hand, you can do it. No, you cannot. Okay, that's better. It gets some better. Still uncomfortable when I'm trying to make a pinch. So my dots are not exactly beautiful. It doesn't bother me much during the day, but when I need to draw. There is one knitting pattern which I really like. I like how it looks on the picture, but I am not sure if I would be actually wearing it, if I would end up making it. It's a red sweater with a white sheep all over it, and one of the sheeps is black. And this sweater pattern got popular when Princess Diana was wearing it back in the days. And I had no idea, I just found it at some point. And yeah, I really like it. I like it in the picture, I like the idea, but I'm not sure. I talk to my shoulder like when I am doing my stretches. I say, come on shoulder, you can do it. Yeah, I talk to my body all the time. Otherwise it doesn't cooperate. Oh, that was a little bit of a too deep of a cut, but yeah, okay. It's alright. Dumbledore, you were talking about the fish, which is having the bubbles coming out of its mouth. It's one of those kind of silly stereotypes in drawings, just like drawing a crescent moon and then drawing stars in here. Even though it's physically impossible. Like, you know. But in many books it looks like that. Children's book. Ah, no, I was drawing this face somewhat smaller. Why I was doing it smaller? There was some sort of thoughts. Don't remember. Even an old NASA emblem had the moon and stars mistake. Oh, really? I like that. Oi, I'm drawing the feet from different story. Oh, okay, never mind. In this story, the socks should be different. So many stories. Actually, yeah, Bobcat. That's why I am so worried about keeping the sketches and making the storyboards for my newest shows so I could recall it. I mean, the recordings are also there. I'm saving them, but still. Yeah, those are from the from the fire. So it is not too hard to remember every story, especially when I use the music. What is too hard to remember is the initial setup before the show, like where I have sand, where I need the sand to be prepared, and which tools I use. That's certainly something what I need to write down somewhere. And yeah, and it's nice to have storyboards with timing, because I remember sometimes what I was drawing for certain track, but I'm not too sure about which accent in the music I really meant. So certainly need to have more careful documenting of those things now when I have more shows. Vicious, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate it. And the end. This show is done. And now we still have some time, so I can thank you, Bobcat. Oh, every time when I work with those little things, I remember our Norwegian friends who made them for me. So sweet. Anyway, now let's repeat my newest stories. So my short stories, I mean. The mermaid story I remember pretty well, so let's start with the cake story. We have cake, addiction, and then I will try to recall what we created yesterday. Too busy to make food, so I ordered it again. Getting expensive. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. It's not like a recommendation, but you know those meal kits? They are expensive if you are getting them on a regular basis, but maybe you can search for some sort of promotion for first time order or something like that. They usually have really fast recipes, and it's less expensive than takeout. In those few months when I was living alone, I ordered those meal kits a few times when they were giving me good deals. And those deals were really good for me also because each meal, it's supposed to be the meal for two, and considering that I do not eat much, for me it was 3 meals. So, like, it was a lot. Yeah, I was basically eating two meals, and one of them I would throw in the freezer for later. And it was, like, financially, it was pretty well. I meant to try those out. I hear them advertising podcasts. Yeah, as I said, they can get pricey, but usually they have really nice deals for first tries. And also, which is cool, I'm not sponsored. This way I learned to cook a couple of pretty simple dishes, which I now repeat with my own groceries. So they could sponsor. And just I found those useful because it was the recipes were fast to cook, and because I as I said, I do not eat much. It made sense to me. No, it doesn't sound like it's proper English. Anyway, yeah. Don't get it on full price. It's not worth it. It's not that good. Spook chinchilla. Oh, now I imagine Chinchilla with a chef hat. Oh, and the apron. Oh, what are you doing to me? It's too good. Okay. Usually when there is an advertisement for something everywhere, I get suspicious. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna get it because everybody's promoting it. Cannot be this good. So probably if I would hear the advertisement for meal kits from lots of different content creators, I would be like, nah, no. Brazen Heart, hi. Not sure if I said hello to you today already. Sorry if I didn't. Dun, 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 dun. Just waking up. Ah, I see. I think this is the first time. Unless you woke up or you were chatting to us in sleep or while sleepwalking, which is totally possible. Couldn't do that. Yeah, I believe in you. After all my old shows, this one feels like, oh, I know it so well because I've been practicing it a lot. So my brain is not wondering, oh wait, what do I do next? It's just like, oh, I know that stuff. So the brain can just enjoy the sand manipulations. Brain massage. Oh. Should I title my stream like a brain massage? Or spa for your brain? Cherry on the top. I forgot. I forgot. I was too busy receiving compliments. Ta-da! And now let's draw addiction. Our cherry on the top of today's stream will be addiction. Your brain was having a relaxing break, probably, yeah. Sorry, your brain got disconnected. Try again later. So, addiction, ladies and gentlemen. A windy feels like proper spring. It is true, yeah. A windy usually means the season is finally changing. Like what you have to online shopping? Yeah, that one. Including that one. I didn't draw anything about online shopping in this mini show, but hoarding unopened items. Oh, that sounds so so sad and so exhausting in a way, because you need to find a place for all those items, and then you probably understand that you don't really need them and what to do now. I'm sorry. Sorry, you're going through this, what I wanted to say. When we were working on the show, I was saying how I have that irrational pleasure of buying new yarn, even though I do not really need more. And how... like, I'm trying to control myself, but it's really strange to see how hard it is. Like, I want to buy yarn all the time. And I feel like it can make me happy. And it does, in a way. When I play video games, I just buy stuff, then you level up, and there's always a better item. And so it's more like gambling. We have something about gambling in this show, actually. Here it is. We have the dice falling on the person. Max stats, battering charisma. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it can be addicting. Instant gratification kind of thing, right? No, there is no way I can do the dot. Yeah. I bet we all have something like that. Some sort of addictions, I mean. Some are heavier and more destructive, some are less, but... Yarn Addict Anonymous. Yeah, don't buy more. No, seriously, it's if you don't know, there is a genre of videos on YouTube called knitting podcast. So basically a person comes online with a video every week or so talking about their projects. And it's really nice to watch when you are actually knitting. It feels like you're sitting with a friend with the same interest as yours, and you're like discussing stuff. And it is a hot topic which comes up from time to time, like how much of the yarn you really need. Do you really need that such a huge stash? Why are you feeling stressed when your stash is getting low, like when you do not have much yarn left? Like what's going on? It's really interesting. So people have different perspectives on that. So I'm certainly not alone who's like, hey, I just want to buy this ball of yarn because it will make me happy today. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for. Maybe it will stay in my stash for like 5 years. Whatever. I want it. So yeah. I have a full craft bag full of balls and skein of yarn I'm not using. Yes! Fear of running out. Yes, it's like fear of missing out, but fear of running out. Which is certainly not the case for crafty people. Usually they have the stash of yarn which can supply them for like few years. And my stash is relatively small. Now when I needed to make it even smaller for proper move, I made sure that I rehomed my yarn to people who will make some stuff out of it. But I understand that I have a problem that I want to go to the craft store and touch the yarn. I'm addicted. Yeah. Maybe it's because knitting brings me so much comfort. It's like something what I can always rely on. Always. It's like a friend who is always here for me. So maybe that's the reason. I buy a lot of video games when they're on sale. Have no hope of having time to play them. Yeah. Touch the grass, no touch the yarn. Yeah, you see, I'm not even that addicted to grass. But yeah, that's funny to hear those thoughts on knitting podcasts and people, how they're like, here is my plan, how I'm going to be more sustainable this year and not buying more yarn and use my stash. And it's like, it doesn't sound like something what can get, which can be like a problem to you. But now when I know that I need to be careful with money and stuff, and I'm still browsing those yarn stores and I'm like, oh, I want this and I want that. And I find it really surprising how it's hard to keep myself together and not to buy. I put it in my cart and I do not buy. Usually. Okay, I do not buy if I do not have a project in mind. Yes, I got better with that. However, now when I only have the yarn for projects which I really want to do, it's still like pretty big bag. But I justified it. I decided that I'm not moving anything related to sewing. I only get with me only something what related to knitting and drawing. So personal rule, I usually only buy games when they're at least 50% or more on PlayStation Store. This week was a good batch of sales. Wonderful, I like this rule. That's really good one. So you still buy the games, but at least it's not too bad for your economy. So yeah, I like it. I've bought several old Final Fantasy games multiple times on lots of platforms. Oh really? Oops. I still have that thing in my mind. There was really cool Norwegian website for knitting, and they were letting you create kind of a kit on their website to choose the pattern for a sweater, let's say, and then to choose like they would show you the amount of yarn you need for your size and which yarn should you use, and you just choose your colors. And you choose if you want knitting needles or not, and then they send you this all together, like the printed pattern and the yarn. And I like this idea so much. And that probably, it costs a lot, and I probably shouldn't, but it's stuck in my brain, and I'm like, one day I want to have it. And here it is, Yarn Addict. Oh, guys. So yeah. Usually when people talk about addictions, it's something about alcohol or smoking or gambling. Love addiction is also a pretty common thing, but there are many other things, such as buying games which you will not play, or chasing sales. I think I have heard from people who are like, if they see a good deal, they just cannot resist, they want to buy, because just the deal is so good. It's not like they really need the item, but the deal is so good. I don't know how you would call this addiction. Sale addiction? Not really sure. You're a sale addict? Anonymous sale addict meeting. YouTube, goodbye everybody who was watching me on the red side. I was happy to have you. Let me end the stream on the red side. Which peel will you choose? The red one or the purple one? My mom